Hello my marvellous sausages. Now I wanted to make a quick video today about the power grind and in particular the portal and this bonus power malarkey with the bonus drops, because I've just been trying to get up to level 200, right? It hasn't taken, well it has really, I suppose what, about 8-9 hours on and off over the last few days to do it. But well, it's been trying to figure out exactly which is the fastest way to do it, I suppose. And these bonus drops really are integral to it, because not only do you get extra drops, you can see here, look, I got +1 drop there, but you can also go to fulfilling some of your seasonal hub stuff as well, which can then in turn put up your weekly rank, because you can see here we've got, let's have a little look here, the ones I've done, the bonus focus, look, earn points by completing bonus focus activities and portal activities, collecting bonus focus rewards grants additional points. So by cashing that in, I've been pushing my level up by grabbing, I've been getting some armor off these as well. Where was him? Sure, yeah, they are. I had the exotics, look, and exotics were dropping for me at 194, which is quite nice. So the exotic that I got from that really helped me push up the power too. But with these, I initially thought everybody gets the same bonus drops across all activities, but they don't. It changes practically in every instance. So if I wanted to go and have a look at what I wanted to do on the quick play here, look, I can see I get 1 bonus drop there. I got 1 there in the quick play advanced. I can get that extra bonus Aurora Dawn there, but I can only get that when I get B or higher. I've got Battleground Delve there. What I'm looking for is a +3. Now, I have just done loads of +3, so maybe I've outdone myself on those, and I'm going to be stuck and I'm not going to be able to get any more at all. Because looking at what I've got in my solo here, I've got a +1 there. Let's go to my fire team here, and oh, there's a +3. Oh, I've got a few here now, look. I got a +3 on the Battleground Conduit, and on the Oracle, and on Liminality, and the Proving Grounds as well, which is pretty interesting. So I've been sort of zooming in on the 3 bonus and doing as many of them as possible, because you do get shed loads of rewards, and then it's been pushing up, of course, each individual aspect of my armor and my weapons, because you can know it can be such a drag sometimes when you're trying to get one that doesn't pop up. You know, you think, oh, I want a helmet, my arms are really low, and that's what's letting me down. So those ones have been making me go faster than I normally would. But I want you guys to tell me, in your bonus focuses, have you got the same bonus focuses as I've got there, look? Okay, now admittedly I've done a couple of them, but they've got a Battleground Oracle, let me have a look at Liminality. I didn't do the Devils there wasn't one associated with that. I did the Inverted Spire earlier, and that's quite good. We've got a bonus focus on that, but I've still got it there. So it seems to change all the time. And is it different for you guys as well? That's what I'm really interested in knowing. Because when it comes to like a weekly reset video that I do, I want to be able to say, yes, the bonus focus is here, 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 here. But I don't think that's relevant, is it? Because everybody's going to get different ones. And I certainly find as well, in the solo here, is pretty lacking behind in regard to those extra bonus drops. Do you know what I mean? Because I can see I've had 1 set of 3, I think, by doing one of the advanced playlists. But when I had a little look in here at the fire team, oh, sorry, let me do that again. Had a little look here at the fire team ones, then they were, there was a lot more 3s around here, so it's kind of pushing us that way. Let's have a look at the pinnacle, see what we got. See, it's not as, it's not as good. I would have thought they'd have had bonus 3s there, so you can see they're definitely pushing us towards a fighting place. Oh, I got 2 and a 2 there in the Crucible, which is quite nice, and you get the bonus reward of the bond. So if you want to focus a bond, you know, great, I'll go there and do that. So yeah, fire team is where it's at. Now, what I was worried about as well, we've been talking, I did a video on Monday talking about the matchmaking, because it seemed to be off for loads and loads of things, and it was basically, I understood this really, but people are saying that if you change your modifiers, then of course it needs to try and matchmake to somebody who has the same modifiers as you, and because of just the way it works, that's just far too difficult, and you'd probably be queuing for hours and hours just trying to find somebody who's got the same modifiers, which I totally understand. But what I was looking for was to be able to get a grade A. Do you know what I mean? In order to get the higher rewards, because the higher grade that you get, the more of a power boost that you get from doing them. So let's have a little look here. What have I got? If I go in here, I might do the Proving Grounds mission here. So the matchmaking is off on this one now, you see, which is a right pain in the bum, which is a shame. The Pale Heart Liminality mission matchmaking is off. Now, if it's down here with the 3 on it, surely I should be able to matchmake it. Why don't they just give me a set of modifiers in there that are off the shelf that everybody knows they can use? So for this, I'd have to put my modifiers up, and then I'd have to go into the LFG. I'd have to find people with me to do it. And, well, as an example, right, I don't do this very often. Let's see how this works. I don't want to do liminality. Let's do proving ground. Okay, so let me go and customize here. So we want to customize with the easiest way to do it. I haven't finished the training one quite yet, but it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look. So we've got, let me stick in here. Let me see, because I've got these here. Let's do the avant-garde new equipment loadout here. Okay, that's taking me straight up to the A. Look, it's going to give me 198 in regard. I'm so nearly at the 200, which is what I want, which means I don't have to put Banes in. I don't have to do anything. I'm going to leave all those blank. I can put positive ones in here as well. I always like the stunning emotes. I don't know, just put in, let's put in Brawler there, and then let's put in the Performing the Finisher and Combatants. Let's do, let's do that. So, we've got an A there. I'm going to get a 198 from this as well, and I'm going to get +3 bonus drops. Fantastic. So, if I go to Find, now I'm going to create this here, because Search is looking for already active games. If I'm going to create this, here it is. What have we got here? We've got looking for group, no mic, I don't want mic on it, can't be bothered, auto join, players online, 3, mic not required. There we are. Let's create the listing and see what happens, right? So I'm going to sit here now. It is now 3:15 in the afternoon. Let's see how quick this comes in. This is the first time I'm doing one myself. Oh, okay, we've got some chap there. 167, yeah, that's fine. So I've got to wait for one other person to join here now. They've got to ready up as well. Oh, there we go. We've got another one in. Okay, right, fair enough. That's not so bad. Okay, let's summon fire team. How does that work? Waiting for members to ready up. So they've got to press the little ready up icon on the bottom right-hand corner. And sometimes people don't realise they have to do that. And you can just, they all just sit here for ages. And then go, oh, why aren't we starting? And then they bugger off, which is quite irritating. Someone's ready. That's good. Come on, Buraigeki. They've gone. There you go. Let's wait for somebody else then. Let's wait then. See, this is why you need matchmaking. I don't want to go through this every single time I want to have a game. There's got to be a way that you can just go, right, A, bang. It'll put in a set amount of modifiers, and then everybody who it matchmakes with just wants the A. You know what I mean? I mean, when I'm playing, I don't give too much. I very rarely let a modifier put me off a game. There we are. I've gone now. Here we go, someone else coming in. Okay, good. It's now 3:20, so I've been waiting here 5 minutes to start. And they've gone again. This is rubbish. All members are ready because it's only me. So this is just going to take forever. Is it because it's the avant-garde on there and they're finding it difficult? Maybe it is. Let's do it. Let us then take the avant-garde off. Right, let's just do that. That avant-garde is a loaded restriction. Weapon and armor load is restricted to new gear only. We'll take that off. Let's put a Bane in. And let's put in that invisible idiot stuff. There we go, we got an A. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? All guardians, right, summon fight. Oh, there we are, it's happened. At last. That was really confusing. Now, I'm sure you get used to it as it starts, but maybe changing that modifier made it a lot easier. Right, so I've got to wait for them to join. Right, okay, now we can launch. Okay. So, we finished that activity there. We were in the fire team. I reselected another one with a 3 drop, but of course one person buggered off. So, we're going in with a 2 now, and it doesn't autofill either once you do the LFG, apparently. So, this, because, I don't know. It's not perfect, is it, at all, really? I don't know, I just find that very frustrating. They need to sort that out, because there's such a hindrance to get into the... And it's not even high level. We're not even level 200. Do you know what I mean? So we'll just see what happens. Perhaps this person's going to leave now because they don't want to do it. And, you know, that's fair enough. But, yeah. It's not been the easiest of things to get up to be perfectly honest. Hey-ho, the Mario. One thing I wasn't ready for, and I think is really good, is the versions of old strikes, because this is the inverted spire, but it's a completely new way of doing it, really. They call it a mission, I suppose, rather than a strike. I don't even know if they have the terminology strike anymore. But it works really well, and I've been really enjoying these, because it's just something, you know, they've redone... I know it's existing content, but they've made it more interesting at last. You know, she's not doing exactly the same thing again and again and again. They just need to really up the breadth of it now, because it didn't seem to do much to the Empire hunts. They seem to be exactly the same. And it's a shame, because it would have been quite nice to be able to swap them round a bit, you know? But this is very good, these missions. I was being really pleasantly surprised about these and how they're working. Oh, poor guy, gonna die, gonna die. No, we're not. But I still will say, though, that the topic of my last video, something feels wrong. It still does. It still feels like 3/4 of the game is being ignored, which is really getting on my nerves a little bit. Now, I'm hoping when I hit 200, it's going to open up a little bit more, because I've read that once you hit 200, for example, all of the lost sectors start popping up, and each one has like a master lost sector. Each region has a lost sector rather, open each day, and then it rotates daily. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And I do think the groundwork of the portal is the way to do it, but they've got to apply all of the changes that they've done on Kepler to every destination. You can see they've started to do it where you've got these inverted spire mission. It's changed, you know? It's not the same old boring strike. I'm sure you can still do the strike. I think you can still do it from the world map. But, you know, it's through here and it's different. There's different things to do. And I do like that. I think that's really, really good. But the power grind itself does seem to be very slow. And it's obviously engineered to be that slow, so you're going to keep on playing for a certain amount of time. And that goes then for why they just stopped Encore so incredibly quickly. If you don't know, there was an exotic Encore mission was giving loads of rewards, and people were zooming up really fast before the raid. So they actually deactivated it to stop people powering up too quickly. Because they want you to power up over a couple of months. Do you know what I mean? That's the game now. And if you do that in 2 days, then there's no game. So they disabled it, and then the raid happened, and then they said, oh, we fixed it now, and it came back out again, and then all of a sudden it's giving out far more rewards than they thought it was going to, so they've disabled it again. So that just goes to show that the power climb is very, very, very important to keeping you playing. I've got to be honest as well, I'm actually enjoying myself. I've played Destiny more this last week than I have done concurrently over the last week than I have done in the last year. Usually I dip in for the weekly stuff and then that would be it. And then once the weekly stuff didn't happen, it would just be for whatever events pop up. So I am playing more, and it's not just because of the new destination Kepler, which does have all those really cool missions afterwards, but it's good because all of these changes to the older stuff, which makes them more fun to replay. I know they'll get stale again because you've got to do it so often, you know what I mean? But from that point of view, I really think that's the way they need to be going. They need to be redoing this older stuff. Because, I mean, you know, if they brought everything back and made everything like, you know, accessible from the portal and the main screen, the game would be thriving. But like I said in the last vid, and I haven't changed my mind yet, I think we're just at the beginning of what's to be an experiment, and we're going to be kind of building it together. Do you know what I mean? Because they're going to see our reactions, our feedback, and then act on that. Look at this, look at the inverted display. There's 3 tanks, there's 1 for each Guardian. It's absolutely brilliant. See, stuff like that, there's loads of fun. It's loads of fun. It's just been pretty prohibitive to get in here, because I've had to use that LFG, and it's just, like, not a nice experience. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to speak to people. I think the problem is that people just want to go in and play, and they don't want to have the stress of talking to people sometimes. I know, that's... And I think that's a pretty common thing. You want a game, you just want to chill sometimes, don't you? You don't want to be making new friends, because that's head work. You just want to play with some folks who are half decent, and you just get through it together, because it's not hard to do. And then carry on. And I think that the LFG is a hindrance to that. People will say, no, it's not, but I think it is. So there you go. Shot! Oh, I've fallen off! I've squashed myself in a tank! What a plum! Bloody hell, that was close. That was the second time we tried that. We did that well. Well done. Excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good, good, good. There we are. Very entertaining. Well done. Thank you, thank you. Well done. So there we go, a little bit of a meandering video today, but I just want to get my thoughts out there about that, about the process that I think we're all going to have to get used to in order to get the higher gear. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on the LFG, because once I got into it, I did have a couple of games, you know, which isn't too bad at all. And I found it maybe easier to create a game and wait for people to join you than to go and join another one. Because usually people just boot you out for either being too low a level or or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because people do that kind of thing quite a lot. So maybe creating one is better off than going to find one. So let me know in the comments what you think about the LFG, what you think about the current power grind. And I'm really interested to hear about what your experience is after you hit the 200. Did you find that there was more to do, the game opened up a bit more as well? And how are you grinding from 200 to 400? Because you can't get your power level to go up just outside of the portal anymore after that. 200 only can drop out in the world, but if it's 200 to 400 you have to do the portal stuff to do it. Is that correct? Let me know in the comments. How does it really slow down once you pass 200? There we go then, folks. Well, thanks so much for listening to my dribble. Don't forget you can watch me streaming too. I stream here on YouTube and on Twitch on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. Keep an eye out for that. And of course, I'm pretty much doing daily videos at the moment because I just want to get my thoughts out there about the game. Right then, I'm off. Thank you everyone so much for your comments, for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. A sausage hurt.